So this person I debated, well, I actually debated two people on a Discord channel, and both of them were making the case for AI being an incredible future thing. One of them stated that they, I believe if I remember correctly, they replaced a bunch of their customer service representatives in their company with AI, and thus AI good because of their anecdotal experience. I could not dig deeper into that line of reasoning because they had to pop out. But another person said that they had walked out of some kind of Google internal meeting where the Google AI systems were meeting and exceeding internal benchmarks. And so there was a big push for people in Google to use AI more and promote it more. And this person thoroughly believed that AI was going to kind of take over the world and eliminate large swaths of finances and industry and all of that. And they presented to me this article, AI 2027, where a bunch of leading people in AI apparently are saying that we're only a few years away from general intelligence, or at the very least, even if we don't get to general intelligence, these things are making such dramatic improvement and they're hitting benchmarks at such dramatic levels that pretty soon we're going to have some serious problems on our hand with people out of work. Those were the arguments made by smooth-brained idiots who think that this is actually going to happen. However, that's not what's really happening. All of the things I just mentioned to you are from people who desperately need and want AI to save them from their own stupidity, or they're heavily invested in AI, and so they need it to play out properly. They need to hype it up and they need to market it. This is marketing material 101, and it's incredible that people buy into it so much. This article and a few others literally go and tackle the details of this article, which was presented to me as some kind of, superior case for like why I should be worried about AI. However, when looking at the people who are currently investing in AI, the problem that they see is not that AI is going to lead to artificial general intelligence, nor that it's going to make some overwhelming jump in terms of its capabilities, but rather it's the scale. They've already given up on AGI, artificial general intelligence, and they've already given up on any significant performance boost or output boost on the state of AI in general. So there were 475 AI researchers in this report. So if you want to look it up, it's right here, The Future of AI Research from the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence. So it's all here. You can look this up. And 76% of the respondents said that the likelihood of AI to surpass human cognition was unlikely or very unlikely to succeed. They also said that AGI is at an end game. It's a dead end. And that they see the amount of money being poured into these kinds of, hey, let's improve the output, let's try and get AGI better. They see the money poured into those as money down the drain. So the only play that's left is the scaling of essentially the current AI systems. We would have to undergo a dramatically different path to get AI to be of any usefulness. It would have to be a very different paradigm than what AI currently does right now, particularly with large language models. And so the only thing that we really have in our tool belt is the ability to scale up with nuclear power plants, a little bit of time-based, just taking a bit more time to train these things, more larger context windows, etc. That's it. That's about it. So if anybody comes to you making grandiose claims of future predictions where AI is going to take over the world, there's really only two things that you have to do. First of all, ask them to prove it. They can't. Most will default to anecdotal experience, which is not proof. Second, you do have proof. You have all the historical evidence that I've been laying out on these daily tech news streams. The historical evidence is a way to describe how things are today. And from that, you can take the previous history of these systems and then extrapolate the same amount of actual, observed, and metricized improvements over the long term. Anybody that exceeds those bounds is just bullshitting you. They've bought into the multi-level marketing scheme of AI, and they're too smooth-brained to understand that they have done so. And in fact, one of the persons I debated on that Discord channel was literally unwilling to accept evidence for a different topic from a different set of experts. Okay, I won't get into it because sometimes terms of service will flag you for saying particular things. And they were saying, well, I wouldn't trust those experts because they're just trying to sell you something about a certain topic. But I'll trust these experts because I had an anecdotal positive experience with AI. This is it's so low tier.